All right, what's up, guys? We have not gone, live from the car in a really long time, so a little bit of a throwback here. But we had a sleepover last night, so there's a bunch of kids in the house right now. So got to do it in the car. Of course, there's a guy on a frickin' tractor right outside my car mowing the lawn loudly. So that's just the way it is. He's literally right in front of the car right now, blowing grass onto my car with his incredibly loud tractor. And that's just the way it is. That's the way things go. Sometimes you wake up and it's just, you can't get a private place in the county. So we're going in the car. We got people all around. We got a guy mowing the lawn. But anyway, we're going to dive into some soccer action. And we're going to start with West Ham taking on Burnley. And that's going to be a 1 p.m. Eastern start time. Now, West Ham's plus $1 on the money line. Totals 2.5 juice to the under. The draw's plus 240. And if you like Burnley in an upset, they're plus 280 for some money line cash. They're also minus 125 on the double chance. And following Monday's sports wagering action, I'm 7-2 in my last 9 daily best play tier package picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We'll bill you the day you sign up, and then the first of every month following that. We also have a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages on that site as well. And of course, one of those packages is called the Dog of the Day tier membership, as I'm currently 9-6 with a push in my last 16 picks in that category as well after Monday's wagering. So if you want to check out the website right now, you have access. You can do that. It doesn't cost you it doesn't cost you anything. If you want to browse a little bit, check out my current record. Link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, West Ham's been victorious in just 1 out of their last 5, and that includes 3 shutout losses during that stretch. Now, West Ham also won just 2 out of their last 14 as well, with 6 losses coming by way of shutout during that span. West Ham's currently in 16th place out of 20 teams in the English Premier League. They're just 8-18 on the season with 7 draws. They also rank 17th out of 20 teams in total goals allowed, really struggling defensively. Meanwhile, Burnley on the other side, well, they haven't lost a match in their last 3 outings themselves, and that includes 2 shutout victories, and they've only lost just 2 out of their last 12. And they held their opponents scoreless in 6 out of those dozen. And believe it or not, Burnley's just 6 points behind 5th place Wolverhampton in the standings. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, Burnley did see their last 3 straight contests stay under the total of 2.5 goals. 5 out of their last 6 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, West Ham saw 3 out of their last 5 stay under the 2.5 themselves. So with all that said and done, give me Burnley minus 125 on the double chance and the under 2.5 in that match. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Wednesday's international soccer action. Happy Tuesday or Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. We're almost at the weekend. Now, before we dive into some more free content right here out of my car, I just have to quickly remind you once again that after Monday's sports wagering action, we're 7-2 in our last 9 daily best play premium selections on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website where I sell really good sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's also a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And, sorry, I keep thinking people are behind me. I'm paranoid. But anyway, one of those packages on that site is called the Dog of the Day tier package, as we are 9-6 with a push in our last 16 picks in that category as well. I strongly recommend you, at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that's patreon.com underdog.com/Brock Page. And moving on, we're going to dive into some Spanish La Liga action. Some folks call it the Primera Division. But anyway, we're talking about Spanish La Liga, and it's Real Betis squaring off against Osasuna, 2:30 p.m. East. Now, Betis is the plus 115 favorite. Total's 2.5 flat. The draw is plus 245, and if you like Osasuna in this spot here, they're plus 230 for an outright win. Double chance is minus 145. Now, Osasuna hasn't lost a match in their last 4 straight. They beat the likes of Eibar, Leganes, and Alaves during that 3-0-1 stretch. They also gave up just 1 goal in their last 4 as well. Osasuna's dropped only 2 out of their last 8, holding their opponents scoreless in 4 out of those 8 matches. Osasuna's only 8 points behind 6th place Getafe in the standings. They're taking on a Real Betis club who hasn't won a match in their last 3 themselves, and that's going to include a 2-0 shutout loss to Villarreal. They've only been victorious in just 1 out of their last 7, and they were held scoreless in 3 of those contests. Now, Betis has also struggled defensively this season as well. They rank 2nd to last in the league in total goals allowed, and of course that's 19th out of 20 teams in that category. Betis is currently in 14th place in the standings, and they've been victorious in only 9 out of 34 total matches on the season. Now, total-wise, when it comes to the scoring in this one, Real Betis' last 2 straight stayed under the total of 2.5 goals. 5 out of their last 7 also stayed under that number. Osasuna, on the other side, they saw their last 2 straight stay under the 2.5 themselves, and 6 out of their last 8 also stayed under that total. So with all that said and done, give me Osasuna on the double chance, minus 145, and the under 2.5 in that contest. All right, next matchup I have for you, it is going to be in Italian Serie A. I'm talking about Genoa squaring off against Napoli, 1:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Napoli's the $1.65 favorite, totals 2.5 juice to the over. The draw is plus 290, and if you like Genoa in an upset, they're plus 475 for an outright win. Genoa is winless in their last 4 straight matches. They gave up 11 total goals during that very short span. Really struggled defensively during that stretch. And as a matter of fact, they've struggled defensively all season. They rank 18th out of 20 teams in total goals allowed. Genoa is currently in 17th place out of 20 teams, winning only 6 matches out of 30 attempts. They went just 6-15 with 9 draws. They are taking on a Naples club who's lost just 1 out of their last 11 themselves, and that includes both league and non-league matchups. They also garnered 4 shutout victories during that stretch and gave up just 0.72 goals per game on average in their last 11 as well. Now, Napoli's currently in 5th place and ranks 7th in total goals allowed. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, when it comes to the total, 2 out of their last 3 got over the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the Genoa side, their last 7 straight got over that number themselves. So with all that said and done, give me Napoli winning this one straight up and the over 2.5 goals in that contest. And with that, we're going to slide into our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be in the Portuguese Primeira Liga. I'm talking about Boa Vista squaring off against Maritimo, and that's going to be a 2 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Boa Vista is the plus money favorite. They're plus $1.60 with the total at 1.5 juice to the over. The draw is plus 210. And if you like Maritimo, they're plus 180 for an upset win. Now, Maritimo is coming off a nice 1-0 shutout victory over 9th place Santa Clara. They also shut out 2nd place Benfica 2-0 in their contest before that. Very impressive victory. Maritime's currently 3-1 straight up in their last 4, and they held their opponents to just 2 total goals in those 3 victories. They are taking on a Boa Vista squad who's actually been equally as impressive as of late themselves, winning 3 out of their last 5, including a 1-0 shutout victory over 4th place Sporting Braga. So both teams playing very well as of late. Now, Boa Vista ranks 4th in the league in total goals allowed, very good defensively. And when it comes to the total in this one, oddly enough, 3 out of Boa Vista's last 4 got over the total of 1.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, Maritime saw 3 out of their last 4 get over the 1.5 themselves. So with all that said and done, give me the draw at plus 210 and the over 1.5 goals in that contest. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on my website at Patreon. I'm not sure if I said it earlier in the podcast, but if you decide to pull the trigger and, sign up for a membership, we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you sign up today, you're going to get billed today and then the 1st of August. That'll be your next bill. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. I got to thank you for joining me right here in my car in the Nissan Sentra. I got to thank you guys for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Hopefully the audio's okay and you can hear me. I definitely can hear the car engine, a little bit of air conditioning, and I can definitely, I don't see him anymore, but there was a guy cutting the grass on a tractor right in front of the car. But anyway, hey, that's life. That's the way it goes. But anyway, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Tuesday or Wednesday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.